Trading is closed on December 28th, 2022. Our disclaimer always comes first. It's my trading plan for Thursday, the 29th of December, 2022. Please remember, all trades should be made at your own risk, and I can be completely wrong. Look for the pattern with the early high, which is this. Tomorrow should have the early low. We had some price targets. We had the required target, 38.40.43, that printed. We had some optional targets, and those also printed. One was almost the same as the required one. The other one was this optional target, 38.19.24. You can see support resistance at that level. MEJT says this drop isn't the real thing. Gives us a price target, 38.33.79. If we don't get down, that should print by early Friday. We got an ultimate sell signal, but MEJT says the whole thing's going to retrace. Gives us a target of 38.17.49, most likely by tomorrow. And if we don't gap down these higher prices by early Friday, have to be my call. Well, we stopped right at this red trend line. That's support. And the rule when you drop to the trend line in a straight line like this is either you gap under the trend line or the trend line wins. Meaning if we go under this trend line without gapping under it, it shouldn't stick. Here's what I'm using for my count. It's a daily chart. Looks like we've completed 5 waves up. We have an A and a B. Looks like you're ready for wave C down, but nothing prevents this B from going up here until it actually breaks. I'm not wildly confident about the count here. We are getting close to this wall with gap, which tends to fill at some time with support under the origin, which is 37.44.22. I can count this as wave 1 and wave 2, and that's in the third wave down. That's a valid count, but it's also possible we're still in wave 2, and that's A and that's B. Those fibs work too. That's the right count. We're going to go up. It's not enough to risk any money on. And of course, these aren't the only valid counts. If it does break down, here's some support. We're close to a target from last week, 37.75.69. It's awfully close to where we are. If it prints, there's support hidden under that price too. Doesn't mean we have to hit it now. If we're going to keep dropping, you really should gap under this trend line, or else I'm not certain any move down is going to stick because of the trend line and because of support from the two patterns I just showed. We also have the higher targets, 38.33.79, 38.17.49. Well, tomorrow's pattern has a really low. It could still gap up. Typically, it's a rally day with a final hour high. If it's weak instead, more weakness should ensue. There are higher targets. If we don't gap down smartly, the rules say they print. If the drop is to continue in the beta, we should gap under the trend line we showed. If we go under the line without the gap, the move should retrace. There are targets and support levels just under that trend line, so break of the line followed by a retrace is entirely possible. Not saying it'll happen, but can't say it won't. I have less confidence than usual in this prediction. Tax-related trades at this time of year can affect prices. This isn't the kind of prediction where I'd bet the house. So tomorrow has early low, tends to be a rally day. We have higher targets. If we gap down under that trend line, we could be in a big wave down, but there's a count which says this is going to hold, or if it breaks too late, it won't stick. So it's not the kind of situation where I'd risk money overnight myself. Tomorrow has the early low, doesn't mean you won't gap up, and that's today's call.